Hey, what up, YouTube land? This is Grumpy Gamer Dad coming at you with a new video. Today I wanted to do something a little different and discuss video games. Gamer is in my name, right? Why shouldn't I talk about video games? My other videos have been about Star Wars or Lego or Disney. So today we're going to talk about video games. Specifically, we're going to talk about horror survival video games, all right? Only because it's that time of year. I said this in my other video on zombie movies. It's, Halloween time's coming up. We're like, a month and a half away. It's fall. It gets dark earlier. It's raining a lot of times. What better time of the year than to cuddle up with that special someone you love? I mean, your video game controller, right? You thought I was going to say your woman. No way. So, just to put this out there, I am a console gamer, true and true. I'm not a PC gamer, so my titles will be based on console. Also, we'll mention PlayStation here and there, but specifically, I'm an Xboxer. It is what it is. Everybody's got their preference. That's my preference. So, without further ado, I'm going to start this off with, like I did before, it's some honorable mentions. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a top 5 list, a top 5 survival horror game list, as opposed to 10. This is just not a market that really gets touched on enough, in my opinion. You got tons of zombie games, but, some of them are a little cheesy. So there's some that are out there that are good, but survival horror, something that's really going to keep you up at night playing, it's really hard to do. And I think we nailed some good titles. So I'm going to start off with my first honorable mention. I always throw it in there. And that's going to be the first BioShock. This is a truly fish out of water story. No pun intended. You're thrown into this weird world with these creepy dudes that are all dressed up like they're going to have a party or something. And you get these special powers, these special weapons. But the first time you fight a Big Daddy, man, that's some serious shit. All right. So I gotta throw that out there. The first BioShock was pretty creepy in a lot of aspects. Not truly a horror game, but I think it definitely deserves an honorable mention. Number 2, I have to. This is a special shout out to this one. I gotta say, it's not a horror game per se, but it did kick off something really major. And I'm talking about Call of Duty World of War, or World at War. This game specifically has kicked off the zombie mode. This is the very, very first game from Call of Duty series that had the zombie mode. All right. So if you're a geek like me and you're going for those Chivos, you played the campaign mode, right? So you play the campaign mode all the way through. You get the credits. You're like, God, this is so boring. Credits suck, right? And then you all of a sudden you wake up and you're in like this farmhouse thing, and it's dark, and next thing you know, there's freaking zombies pounding on the door. Zombie mode, man. That was kicked off in Call of Duty 5. So I have to give that an honorable mention, only because now we're like, screw the freaking game, screw the multiplayer, screw the campaign mode of the Call of Duty games. Give me zombies, man. All right. So another honorable mention I got to throw out there is the Silent Hill franchise. Now, I haven't played this one as much. I'll be honest. This goes back to the PS1 days when Silent Hill came out. I haven't played this as much as I have some of these other titles. So I'm not as well versed in this. I do know that it has kicked off 7 different games and also 2 movies. So Silent Hill, that is some creepy, creepy shit. So... My top 5, right? Again, like I said, I'm an Xbox gamer, so I'm going to be throwing some Xbox titles out there. These are pretty well known. I think a lot of these games are both platforms or all platforms. So I'm not like, oh, Xbox exclusive. I'm not talking Dead Rising or anything like that. So I'm going to go with number 5, Left 4 Dead. I love the hell out of this game, man. I played this for hours upon hours. In fact, I do believe that this caused me to break up with a girl. She just couldn't hang, She's like, I just want to spend time with you, and I'm like, I just want to play Left 4 Dead, so if you're cool with that, it just didn't work out. As they say in the movie Mallrats, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned for Sega. So Left 4 Dead, it also kicked off a sequel, Left 4 Dead 2. Another good game. There was a lot of problems with that, with the fact that Left 4 Dead 2 came out like a year after Left 4 Dead 1. Everybody's crying and bitching, whatever. All right, it was a good all-around game, good all-around series. I'm still hoping for Left 4 Dead 3. There's rumors out there in the interwebs that it might be out this year. We'll see. So number 4. We're going to go to number 4 now. I'm going to go with one creepy-ass game, The Evil Within. This is from the director of the Resident Evil series. He is the creator, rather. He was the director for this. So the guy who created the Resident Evil series, the originals, he was the director of this game. It is really, really creepy. The visuals, it's dark, it's gloomy, shit jumping out at you. It's a good all-around game. All right. I'm going to go number 3 now. Skipping pretty quick here. This is Prey. It's only been out about 6 months, but it's a good, solid, fear-based survival type game. You're on a space station. There's all kinds of these weird little aliens, and there's different kinds of aliens. You're walking down the hallway, and you think you see a tin can in front of you or whatever, and all of a sudden, boom, it's alien, morphs out. It's a mimic, is what they're called. It jumps out at you and starts beating you down. You know, as you progress further in the game, you get bigger, tougher aliens. You get freaking an alien called the Poltergeist, which, you know, you can't even see him. He's just throwing you in the walls and shit. And, you know, finally, you get the granddad of them all. You walk into a room and there's the freaking nightmare. You're like, what? And you got like 2.5 minutes to either kill or be killed or escape this nightmare, man. That's some serious shit. So, Prey definitely gets the top 3 position there. I also have to mention that Bethesda Studios, which right now is one of my favorite video game studios, they are the creators of Prey. And something also, they were the creators for The Evil Within. So, you know, two titles from the same company than the top 5, but they also have created Doom, the reboot of Doom, and the reboot of Wolfenstein. So Bethesda Studios is one of a really well-rounded company for these types of titles. So moving on, we can go number 2. One of my favorite scary games, Dead Space. Now, Dead Space, the first one scared the shit out of me, I'll be honest, because you're on the space station, you don't know what's going on. Next thing you know, these necromorphs are jumping out at you, jumping through walls, jumping through the ceiling, everywhere, right? And so you're thinking, oh, well, they're like zombies or something. Shoot them in the head. You shoot their heads off, and you know what? They keep moving. You shoot them in half or whatever, blow their bodies in half, and they got no legs, but they got arms, and these arms got like big old scythes, and they're ripping you to shreds and beating you down, right? So you had to learn. You're like, oh, I gotta shoot them, blow their arms off, and then blow their legs off, and then they'll hopefully be dead again, right? So Dead Space kicked off 2 sequels, Dead Space 2, Dead Space 3, hoping. Dead Space 4 comes out soon. So video game gods, if you're listening, please give us Dead Space 4. So that's the top 4 there. Going on to the numero uno. If you haven't guessed by now, the Resident Evil series. By far my favorite horror-based survival horror. I mean, it really is the one that started it all off. Resident Evil 1, Director's Cut, played that on PS1 back in the day. My buddy, he was weird. He liked to have pet spiders, really. And so he had them in like little aquariums or whatever. Or terrariums, I guess, because aquariums, they drown. So he had these terrariums filled with these spiders, right? And so we're sitting there playing Resident Evil 1 one night, and it's dark, and we just got beat down by some spiders or some snakes or some shit. We look over, the spider's just like right on the side of the tank, just looking at us like, oh, I want to eat you. So, I mean, it was a good all-around scary game. Played the hell out of it back in the day. Resident Evil kicked off 7 numbered sequels. Resident Evil's, I guess the latest BioShock is technically Resident Evil 7, right? and then a bunch of other Resident Evil games. It also kicked off a huge movie franchise. There was like 5 or 6 movies from that franchise. Some CGI movies. There's 3 movies from the CGI in that franchise as well. Huge franchise. Books, I mean, you name it. Apparel, they got everything. So definitely longevity. Resident Evil's been around for like 20-something years. Great all-around series, great all-around title, and definitely deserves its place number 1. So that's about all the time I've got. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you didn't, well, stick around. Maybe someday I'll do a video you might enjoy. I don't know. But that's it. Remember, kids, that zombie dogs may look like a good pet, but they're going to eat your face off. All right? So until next time, this is Grumpy Gamer Dad signing off.